Hello, time for a new game here. We're still in Wijk 2023 and we will see a great game by Giri, a very sharp and aggressive player, always playing for a win and very good openings. And Gukesh is also very uncompromising player, always playing for a win. So most game that actually Gukesh loses, it's because of some huge attack, because he's a very risky player. He takes a lot of risks and let himself get attacked. He takes material and let himself get attacked. So that's why there have been a lot of nice games where Gukesh losses also. But soon Gukesh will be so good that someone like Giri probably can't defeat them. So we have to look at these games first to see how Gukesh plays and thinks. So this opening here, forgot the name, it's gotten very popular. Also this one is a bit similar, new opening that has gotten popular. So here they play like this. I think this is some kind of a main line here because Giri is knowing a lot of theory. Gukesh plays DC4, like it says it's the best move, but common wisdom, like they call it the battle for the tempi. So the idea is that, like for example here, White could have done this one, but then he would lose a tempi with first developing the bishop and then takes here. So that's why White is trying to do every move except developing the bishop, because often Blacks wants to take and you want to take back in one move like he does now. So Gukesh does this. I'm sure this is like a theory. And here Anish, I think, makes quite an interesting move here. Instead of like maybe taking with a queen, going for some kind of an endgame here, which is probably quite equal, he starts to go for an attack. And this is of course the danger with this bishop on b4, that now it's a little bit out of play. So here, like, it makes some sense to just take back like this, but he's also putting in this move, forcing Black to go here. So Black is going here. He could go here, but of course you get rid of your own like your only advantage in the position for Black is this bishop, so you let it go away. And it also seems like White's position is a little bit better, apparently something like this, maybe trying to get a slightly better endgame here. So it's typical Gukesh, playing the most risky but keeping his advantage. Okay, and I think this ED4 makes a lot of sense here. White wants to do some kind of an attack here using his development and attack on the king side, and we will see that Giri will start a major attack here. Something maybe here, maybe lift up the rook sometimes. White has good potential for an attack because he's ahead in development. So it makes a lot of sense to take back with the pawn, even if maybe objectively maybe it's better to take with the queen maybe. So here I remember this game live actually. I used to watch like the Peter Svidler when he's commentating and like that, so often I watch these games live, and I remember this game because it has will become quite a nice attack here. And here apparently Gukesh makes a blunder. White has built up to start an attack here by sacrificing a piece or so. So Black should be really scared here, and the best thing would be to go here, because there will come sacrifices here on g6 and e6. So he just needed to block that. That was only move. Then it could have become like this. Also typical maneuver with the isolated pawn that you trade it away for another advantage basically. But this was still defensible for black apparently. Something like this. This is a little bit weak, but this bishop is fine. F-file. So even if he loses this one, if you can trade queen, good chances for draw here for black. Apparently this is some kind of a line here, and you can't go here because lose a pawn, so has to do like this. So it's black pawns are a bit weak, so it's a little bit better endgame for white here. So, but this is what Gukesh should have played. He instead moved the king, which was bad because now white can just do his attack here. I don't see the point, but obviously he wants to move away from this and eventual sacrifice here. But yeah, needed to trade the bishops instead. So Giri plays this one. I'm a little bit unsure, maybe because Giri has probably the third best openings in the business after Magnus, Caruana, and maybe Dubov. So maybe Giri is the fourth best opening player. So it might be so that he had looked at this line, or at least he know about these plans. Like, so maybe he didn't know that this won, but maybe he's analyzed like this kind of a plan. So he's sacrificing a knight here. Computer likes it. It has to be taken, otherwise he's just gonna take something here. And then his sack is rook. It's a little bit weird that he's sacking the rook and not the bishop. Like one would think like maybe this would be better, but then it's just he can take care and it's just winning for black. So white can't even do that. He needs to play even more forcefully and threaten the queen here. And it's not possible for black to defend anymore. If we move here, then this one is pretty much forced mate. And then here, and it's mate next. So there were two possibilities here. He sacked the queen. Another possibility was to take here. Then he has to take the queen. Because of this, then apparently he can defend. Oh. So he has to take the queen. And then yeah, it's like a material, it's quite good, fine for black, but it's just like hard to defend. Like if you go something like this, then yeah, it's this kind of attack will be decisive. Also threaten maybe to go here and win the bishop. And also queen d5. So apparently this is so this is forced mate, and if he tries knight c6 here to get this one, he could have tried this one. There's only one move here, and it's to go back like this, and then here, and this is apparently winning for white. Black has to do something because this is a threat. Yeah, and he can't go here because of this. So this would have been one possibility for Gukesh to play, but he did sack the queen like this instead. And the computer prefers this one also. This is just might be better, but it's still winning for white here. And here I think Anish makes quite a nice move. Instead of taking back, which would also win, he developed the queen and threatens mate. And I think this has been a team that I've seen like a lot of Magnus's games and also Gukesh games, that Gukesh likes either to win the queen or lose the queen. Like he likes to play with or without queen for pieces. So that's what he likes to do. And here it's bad for him, of course, because a theme that I have seen a lot, it's that if you have the queen and an attack, like a queen is just extremely strong. So if you play against the queen, you need to have a safe king, because queen can beat like rook and 2 pieces easily if the king's position of he with the pieces is weak. Like here you can see it's like this. These 3 pieces for even if he can take it back, but just because of the weak king position here is my point. Okay, but apparently it's not so bad to take here either, because you get luft for your king and then you can continue attack. But he did this instead, and he did bishop e4. Rook d4 here is apparently the losing move. So this is the only move, because this is kind of a threat, and when you go here you can go back, so he has to do that and has to take it. And now it's it was losing anyway maybe, but last chance to play on was this. And then apparently h4 is the best, can't be taken. So if he develops then here this plan, and here we have it we have it again here with 2 pieces and a rook for the queen, but because of the weak king and the pawns, this is just winning for white, even if materially it's equal, but the queen is just good when the opponent has a weak king. So, but that was the best chance for black anyway. So instead he took here, and now there is only one move that wins for white, and it's here, because you need to cover the mate and you need to attack. Something like if he plays like this, then apparently this is winning for black, because the white queen cannot get to the attack here. So he did this one and threatens mating 1, so has to play g4. Now he checks here, check. And here he gave up. The threat is the queen here, and try to mate. For example, here. It's just not possible to defend the mate. So apparently mate if you check here. And then you can take the rook also. Yeah, you can take the rook also, so can't defend here in a good way. This is also winning. So very nice attacking game by Giri, and typical Gukesh careless style here, underestimating the attack when he could have blocked here with bishop d5, but That's Gukesh style. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But he has over 2800 in rating now, so it's definitely working most of the time. But when it doesn't work, instead of losing a long endgame, he will lose against a spectacular attack because of his playstyle. This is the last game from this tournament, the we can say tournament 2023. And after this tournament, which was bad for both Ding and Gukesh incredible run will start, and he, in like 1.5 years from here, he will win the candidates tournaments and be soon he will play the World Championship match also. So definitely a meteoric rise here from Gukesh, and it's now after COVID, so he can start playing a lot of tournaments now. So it will be fun to see his games now.